Hey, what's up everybody? It's your boy Roball back again for another video. Now in this video, I'm going to be teaching you a new method to level up in the Beyond Beta. This might be the best method currently. That's why I think it's the best method, because I've tried a lot of things. I did a whole 2-hour stream looking for different ways to level up, and I gotta give credit where credit is due. I got this basic idea. I basically developed it from there, but the original idea was given to me by a viewer on my live stream, and the username of the viewer was, his username was Phantom Night. He gave me this idea, so shout out goes to Phantom. You gave me this idea, and I basically branched off from here. So in this video, I'm going to teach you some methods to level up fast. It's not just one, but the title will probably say method, like best leveling up method or something like that. But I'll try my best to show you what I want to do. Now, first things first, make sure you follow me on my social media. I'm also going to be putting the spin code on the screen right now. It gives 50 spins, so make sure you use it, guys. Beta Testes ! It's on the screen, so go ahead and watch it, try it out, use the code and stuff like that. So let's go ahead and get to the video. This video is going to be showing you how to level up faster in the Beyond Beta. Now the beta just came out, and with the beta, there was an update where you could no longer have infinite shurikens or kunais. Now you have to buy a set amount of kunais or shurikens to throw them, which makes it increasingly more difficult to even level up. And in this video, I'm going to teach you things on how to level up. So here are the requirements. I think that you should either have Ice or Nara, so either Ice or Shadow KG, preferably Shadow, and then you also need to have the Bird or the Hawk summoning. You need to have the Hawk summoning because this is the only summoning that does give you EXP and doesn't despawn after a certain amount of time, so this might be patched very soon, so go ahead and try this out, guys. First thing you want to do is look for a low level mob, maybe like this level 15 mob right here next to the Leaf Village or next to that thing right there. So if you go over here to the training grounds, you'll see this mob. If I were to summon my Hawk right here, notice how much money or EXP I'm getting. I'm getting 500 cash per kill. The Hawk basically 2-hit KOs it or 1-hit KOs it, so it's not that difficult to level up. And it's giving me a decent amount of EXP, and I can just sit here AFK for like a whole hour doing nothing. Now, the only thing you have to worry about is when you're using the Hawk, is the Hawk could randomly go up in the air and just stay in the air. Like legit, see, I just leveled up. The Hawk could literally just go up in the air and just fly high in the sky. That means you have to respawn the Hawk. So sometimes you got to check on your Hawk to make sure it is still leveling you up and still giving you money. And you got to make sure this doesn't happen either. This is an annoying thing that happens. It happens very rarely. It's only because the spawning doesn't really move. So notice how when it respawns, my Hawk moves towards it and it damages it. So it has to be able to move it when it's dead. So when it's dead, your Hawk has to be moving it. So notice how my Hawk goes back to it and it moves towards it. Your Hawk has to constantly be moving. Your Hawk shouldn't be stuck in one place hitting the NPC. It should be constantly moving the NPC around. That way it does do damage. It's just a weird thing. I don't know how to explain it too well, but that is that. Now you can leave your Hawk there. You can go far away from it. You can just let it give you some money. Now the next location for the NPC that I recommend going to is going over to an NPC all the way next to the Uchiha base. Now, the reason I say Uchiha base is because there's a level 40, I think a level 40 NPC that's really, really good. And this NPC gives you about 1700 cash compared to the 500 that this one gives. But this one's some pretty nice stuff too, because if I were to summon my Hawk there as well, it gives me some good money, honestly. It's not really bad at all. And this is for AFK method right here. I'm also going to be teaching you how to level up non-AFK. So if I were to summon my Hawk over here, notice how when I summon it, I have to summon it from far away. That way my Hawk can run towards it or fly towards it and do some damage. Now notice how he's actually blocking. That's not a good thing. Your NPC shouldn't be blocking your Hawk. And even if your Hawk dies, you can still hit the NPC. And when stuff like this happens, just hit the NPC so your Hawk can do some damage. And then move over here away so your Hawk can keep doing stuff. Now notice how much money I will be getting from killing this NPC. I get roughly 1700, I believe. Let's see, 1700 is what I usually get from killing this NPC. But the server's kind of laggy, I guess. I guess the server I was in before wasn't that laggy, so like everything worked for me. Notice how I get 1700 cash from this. So you can either leave your Hawk AFK farming on this NPC right here, although I recommend it farming the level like level 10 or 15 or something like that, all the way to the training grounds. That way you're more so guaranteed to not have somebody blocking with a weapon, because when I was fighting this NPC before, it did not have a weapon, so I guess in this server it does. It really depends on the server you're in, guys, but I recommend fighting that level 15 mob. It's easier to fight that one. It's easier for your Hawk summoning to go after that. Now, the next thing I want to show you guys, I'm going to go ahead and go back to the training ground and spawn my Hawk there, because if I were to spawn it there and leave it there, I get 500 per kill, right? But there's also another place you could go to as well and leave your Hawk there too. And this Hawk can do some good damage there too, actually. I'm going to show you that real quick, then I'll go back to the training grounds just in case if that place doesn't work out too well, because when I was in my server before doing this on live stream, you can watch my streams, by the way, I stream almost every single day. On my live stream, it was going pretty well. I stream on Mondays, Fridays, and during the weekends, guys. It's not Tuesdays, Wednesdays, or Thursdays. But when I was streaming, I went to the Zetsu over there, and I used the Hawk summoning, and I used Susanoo on the Zetsu. And you can literally like 3-hit, 4-hit KO with Susanoo. You can do some really good damage with your Hawk summoning. And even if you have none of those, you can still have the Naro or Shadow or Ice KG, and both of those do wonders. They both work pretty well. Why am I not wall jumping? Come on, Chaka Walk. I'm not Chaka Walking. Okay, thank you, game. Let's see. Let's do this. There we go. Now we're Chaka Walking, huh? Okay, let's go. Let's go ahead and go up here. Dash up. So once you're at the Zetsu area, go ahead and find a Zetsu over there. Now these Zetsus are fairly weak. They're not really that strong, to be honest. Like, in my opinion, it takes a few hits to kill them if you have Susanoo on. They're level 32, so I recommend spawning your Hawk and letting your Hawk do the work. What the heck? Letting your Hawk do the work. Now notice how he's doing some good damage to it. You get 1500 per kill, and they really can't fight back. Like, the only thing they could do is if they get flung around. But other than that, your Hawk is pretty good. I don't even know where the Zetsu went. Where'd the Zetsu go? Nani? Zetsu, where are you? Zetsu, where are you? But yeah, that's basically the places to go. There's my Hawk. So because the Hawk did not have a Zetsu to fight, the Hawk despawned. So you got to make sure the thing doesn't get flung around. That way your Hawk can keep fighting it. And that's basically a way to get AFK money and AFK like levels, really. It's really easy. It's really simple if you ask me. Like, I think it's a pretty good method. And it's really not that difficult to do. It's just sometimes you got to check on it, make sure it's working correctly. But other than that, if you just leave it, you can still get EXP for a very long time and money for a long time too. Now, the next thing I want to show you is, of course, this is something really simple. If you have the Shadow KG or the Ice KG, I recommend going to the Snake or the Toads. Either one does not matter. They're both decent anyways. You could go to either one of them and you could farm on them and just kill them. Just kill them. That's it. Just kill them. You get 8,500 for this one. I think you get like 7,500 for the Toads. So it's pretty easy. And another thing you could also do to make sure you end up killing these mobs and getting the EXP is try to walk. What the heck? I'm trying to activate my clone, game. I can't activate my clone. What the heck? Did they change the controls? Let me see. Did they change clones? Clone Jutsu is B. I'm pressing B. Wall walk deactivated. What the heck? I want my clone. That's weird. I can't spawn my clone, I guess. But you could also spawn your clone and do some damage with that too. Also, when you're in combat and your camera gets stuck, just press V and it unlocks your camera, guys, okay? V unlocks your camera. That's how you do it, guys. Pressing V. Hi there, Snake. So notice how my camera's locked. If I press V, I'm no longer locked. Now that's pretty much that. I also want to list some other things for you guys. I think I'm no longer getting EXP from the Hawk because the Zetsu... Oh, actually I am. I think it got stuck. So that's one of the main complaints I have about this method. It's really difficult to watch your NPC or your like summoning when it's a non-laggy server, because my server isn't too laggy. I guess the game got updated a little bit, but the server is not too laggy. When you're in a laggy server, it works even better because you can just like leave it be and stuff like that too. But that's like AFK leveling right there. That's literally the only way to AFK level. There is no other way that I know of, because you cannot auto-click anymore and use shurikens and kunais, but there is also Mount Miyaboku. If you go to Mount Miyaboku, there is the Toads and you can farm on them. You can use your Susanoo like I am, like basically getting some good EXP. If I were to go and fight somebody, like maybe fight the NPC Zetsu over here, Zetsu gives good EXP and good money, so I recommend honestly sticking to Zetsu or sticking to the level 15 mob at the training area. Oh, what the heck? They're both pretty simple and pretty easy to fight too. And notice how when I kill the Zetsu, I get 1500. And if you just auto-click here, it's going to waste your stamina. So you can't really auto-click on these NPCs because you don't have the stamina for it. But if you just hit them and just hit them once in a while and stuff like that, it's going to be pretty easy for your Hawk to do some damage. And notice how if I do combination with my Hawk, I do take some damage, but if I time it right, I don't think I'll take too much damage. And notice how I do that. Come here. Ooh. Yeah. Die. But that's basically the method, guys. There really isn't much to it. All you really need to do is spawn your Hawk summoning. Then after you spawn your Hawk summoning, you go ahead and let it do the work for you. Just make sure it's not standing over it. Your Hawk has to be moving towards the mob, so that way when it respawns, it moves towards the mob again and keeps fighting the mob. That way it doesn't just like stay there and not hit at all. It has to hit it with its front of the head. Notice how it's not hitting it whatsoever. That's when you have to come in and help it. That's all there really is to it. So if you did enjoy the video, guys, do me a favor. Leave a like on the video. I'd appreciate it if you did. If you have a better idea on how to level up, do tell down below. This method works well. It works well. Just right now it's not working too well because of the fact that I'm in a private server. So I highly recommend going into a private server, and maybe not being in a non-laggy private server is preferable, but sometimes it doesn't do the justice. Sometimes it's good to be in a laggy private server, That way your Hawk has a like slower movement and everything spawns a little bit like weirder. It's just weird, hard to explain. Just know that you need a Hawk summoning, you need a Nara or Ice KG. You can also have Susanoo, makes it a lot easier to fight too. Well, that's pretty much it. If you guys did enjoy the video, leave a like and subscribe. Follow me on most social medias. Till then, it's been your man Roball. If you have any other ideas, comment them down below and I'll try them out on stream. Peace, everybody. Alright, so I figured some new stuff out. This is post-editing. What you could do is you could literally hit Zetsu with Susanoo or without Susanoo. Susanoo does more damage, but it gives less EXP because you do more damage. But without Susanoo, you get a ton of EXP. So just hit Zetsu, punching them and stuff like that, doing combos. Gives a lot of EXP. Hope you guys did enjoy the video. Leave a like and subscribe. Peace, everybody.